Hi, welcome to Pulse by Bloodline on iEnt Live. Today we have royalty in the house in the form of Staceys Hobbies, 2018 National Calypso Queen, and a veteran singer with the Divas Calypso International Cabaret. Hi Stacey, welcome to this podcast of iEnt Live.
Thank you for
How
having
are you?
me. I am fine, thank you. Blessed after God.
You know, people see you, well, they've seen you several times at Skinner Park. They've seen you at various performance spaces. And a lot of people ask, but she's from Point Fortin. Now she's from Belmont. People need to know who is Staceys Hobbies. So what I want to find out is how you started out in this Calypso thing.
Right. So I am not from Point Fortin, nor from Belmont. I am a proud born Enterprise Shogunas resident. Well, I no longer reside there, but I was born in Enterprise Shogunas. My father is Glenford Sobers Sr., who was a member of the First National State Band.
That's your father?
Yes. And I've been singing for as long as I can remember. I mean, I started in church and stuff like that. And I started doing reggae, well, dancehall as they call it at that time. But as I found myself, Calypso appealed to me. My father also sang Calypso, and I would do background vocals for him, as well as do background vocals for a friend of mine when he entered Junior Monarchs. I was about 12, 13,
Wow.
and did that for about 3 years, doing background vocals. And I mean, music has always been a part of my life, and I mean, what Calypso is culture, and no better place to end up.
So how long you like actually singing calypsos? Professionally, that is.
20 years.
Wow.
20
You're
years.
celebrating an anniversary this year.
Absolutely.
You write your own songs, by the way?
When I started singing Groovy Soca in the tent. And I would write those for myself. But as I got into Calypso, I sourced persons to write for me. I've worked with people like GB, Kurt Allen, Shalom Bailey, in recent times. What's his name? Escaping me. He will kill me. That's when we had a cut. Because I can't remember. I can't remember the child's name. Keegan Taylor.
Right.
Yeah, so I've worked with my father also wrote a couple of songs in Fankai, so yeah, I've been.
So tell me, okay, so, and how long have you been with Divas?
I started with Divas from inception, so 2004 to now. Yeah.
And the audience, people who probably reside out of Port of Spain, may not know exactly what Divas is about. Can you tell us something about
Sure.
Divas?
Divas Calypso Cabaret International is the only all-female Calypso tent in the world. This is headed by Dr. Rudolph Otley, who saw it fit to create a space for women to have their say in the art form of Calypso.
So, what about, well, basically I would say that you've been quite successful in the Calypso business.
Well, I would say so too.
Yeah, because you've won a number of crowns. So, shed some light on those, please.
Okay, so in 2018, I won the NWAC National Queens competition.
That's 2018.
2018, as well as the Caribbean Queen of Queens Calypso competition in St. Kitts Nevis. Both with the song Queens and Kings, written by Kurt Allen. The experience was wonderful because I've been doing the music for so long that it had times I feel like really saying nothing and really doing nothing and then going nowhere. But the plan was not to give up, not to give up. And eventually the success came.
Tell us about this Caribbean competition.
The competition in St. Kitts Nevis, Caribbean Queen of Queens. It was a competition with queens who won Calypso competitions around the year that came together and did that competition. People from St. Vincent, we even had people from our Virgin Islands and stuff like that. So a lot of women that are interested in the Calypso and doing their do where Calypso is concerned came together in the competition.
I know that besides singing, you work as well, right?
Yes.
So you're also a married lady.
A married lady.
Yes. With a household to look after. And what I'm trying to get at, your free time, what hobbies you have? What you like doing?
I am a homebody.
A what?
A homebody.
Okay. So you're in the kitchen then?
Not necessarily, but I like to be home. I watch movies. I tend to watch movies when I get really bored. But currently I am doing a master's in Carnival Arts Studies at UTT. So I am.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I thank you. I am now having less free time to do all those other things. But basically before that I would go to my parents' home and just chill with my sisters. My father loves when everybody's there, so I would find out
You have a big family? How many brothers and sisters?
I have 9, well, excluding myself, it will be 8. 1 deceased.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Well, thank you.
And just siblings, anybody else into the arts and entertainment?
Well, my eldest brother, Glenford, he is a part of Moyen, Chantal Ezel and Moyen, one of the co-founders of Chantal Ezel and Moyen. And both of them older than me, but the one after him, Marlon Asher, international reggae singer. Marlon Asher.
The popular reggae singer.
Popular reggae singer, yes.
Wow.
Funny enough, I was driving from work today and a gentleman on the road, because the road kind of bumpy, so I had to take my time. And I'm driving and this man like, hey, you's Marlon Asher's sister? Or the face is up. I was like, this man make me up my face because I look like Marlon Asher. And so, yeah, Marlon Asher.
Well, I know Dad has been an influence on you with this musical career. But besides Dad and your brothers and stuff like that, who are your favorite artists, locally, foreign kind of thing?
So much people to look up to and so much people to aspire to be like, but I loved singing Sandra, and she played a major role with advice and stuff like that for me.
May she rest in peace.
May she rest in peace.
Yeah.
Black Stallion. Oh, I love Black Stallion.
Yes.
I love Black Stallion because he as well also, had positive things to advise and stuff like that, and he's always been around the Divas Calypso Cabaret.
Yes.
And so if I had to place people of importance in Calypso to me, it would be Singing Sandra, Black Stallion, and for sure Karen Eccles.
And foreign singers,
Foreign.
Yeah.
Foreign.
Beyonce. As a Beyonce fan.
I like Beyonce's music.
Whitney Houston.
I'm not that. I like Whitney Houston. Stevie Wonder. Yeah, Stevie Wonder.
Well, you said that you're not much of a kitchen person.
No, I cook,
You cook? Oh,
I'm an excellent cook. Not putting my own horn. Yeah, ask my husband.
Okay, so what are some of your favorite foods?
For me, well, pilau. I like doing pilau. I like bhaji rice, as we call it, or green rice. I like pasta. I like...
There's pasta with the corn and the peas and all that thing in it? Or just pasta?
Pasta in any form.
So you make a macaroni pie and thing then?
Yes. Okay. I like macaroni pie, but I haven't been doing
macaroni pie.
All those things because we're kind of on a healthy streak. So we're trying to do more green leafy stuff. So
currently, at this point of our chat, this is a little segment, a trivia segment. It's called blood pressure.
Pressure don't reason already. Mr. Blood. Let's do this.
Okay, so I ask you questions. Yeah, either yes or no.
Okay.
Pick one or the other. And you answer which one you like.
Okay.
Okay, so you ready?
Should be fun.
Yeah? So, Calypso or Soca?
Calypso.
Calypso?
Calypso.
Swimming pool or maracas?
Swimming pool.
Why?
Because it has waves in Maracas.
And don't you swim?
I'm not a swimmer.
Okay, swimming pool.
Yeah, I could do that.
Pillow or oil?
Oh gosh, I want hard. My husband
Why?
makes a mean oil down. Yeah. But
you?
pillow.
Pillow,
Yeah.
because you could make the pillow.
Yeah.
Right. Sparrow or Kitchener?
Ooh. You know that. Sparrow.
Sparrow.
Yeah.
Minis or gongs? Mini dresses or gongs?
Gongs.
Gongs.
Yeah.
Wow. Ice cream or snow cone?
Snow cone.
Black Forest or cheesecake?
I'm not a cake lover, but if I have two, I will go back first.
Okay. Buljol or smoke herring?
Buljol.
Desperados or trailer adult stars?
You have to ask.
Yes.
Desperados.
Pan or Calypso?
Oh Lord, I love the both equally.
You like both?
I can't choose one. I can't. No. They go hand in hand anyway.
You know, I was told that besides, thank you by the way, you came through with flying colors in the trivia quiz. That's what it is. 10 questions. I was told that besides being an artist and all these different things, you're also a producer. I understand that you had, more than one episode or editions of Crackers and Cheese. Tell me something about Crackers and Cheese. Where's Crackers and Cheese?
Crackers and Cheese started off as my final performance for my associate degree in music and performing arts at Costa. I had to give it a name, and the name that we came up with is Crackers and Cheese because I was doing different genres, right? And the thing is, with the Crackers and Cheese, it doesn't matter if you're rich, if you're poor, you know. Crackers or cricks is something that everybody could eat or everybody would have. Funerals, you know, parties, whatever. So we came up with the name Crackers and Cheese. And after that, we decided that we wanted to do a show. And the Crackers and Cheese was already there, so we decided, hey, we're going with Crackers and Cheese. So we did the first concert at Calypso Blues, which was sold out. And
When was this?
This was November
2019?
of 2019, yes. And it was a sold out show. And after that, we decided, hey, it's sold out, we did good, why not do another stint? And then COVID came.
Yep.
And we had to regroup, and we eventually got to do it on the 9th of January as a virtual concert. So that too was good. That too had a nice following, a nice audience. So we consider that a success as well.
I think that in the Calypso business, in terms of female Calypsonians, you are one of these female Calypsonians who always has a serious topic. I remember there was one song that you sang, I think it was 2020. What was the song you sang in 2020? Fresh my memory.
2020, that would be last year. Last year, No Man No Afraid.
That's it. That's it.
No Man No Afraid.
Yes, the one we stick fighting, chant and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, as a strong woman in this business, I am sure you have some concern about what is going on in the country these days with domestic violence, the abuse of women, the disrespect of women. What are your views on that?
Well, it's not just now. I mean, domestic violence has been an issue since however long. And sometimes we feel for people who are in a situation, but when it hits home, you know, you really get a sense of what they're going through, and you want to do things to make it better, but you know, everybody's situation is different. I could attest from a personal standpoint where my adopted sister was murdered in 2014.
You didn't accept me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
You have a lot of tragedy in your life.
Yeah, boy. Telling me. But her situation was one where she's had a child at a young age with this guy, and during the relationship he would abuse her, and she would leave and come home, and by the time she reaches home he gets back there and he takes her and I took it upon myself, and I would take her to the police station, make a report, because I felt that eventually something would happen because of the way he was going and the things he was doing and the threats he was making. So eventually she decided, I can't do this anymore, and she came home.
As somebody who has experienced this up close, okay, so a woman is in a situation that has a lot of abuse in it and stuff like that, right? At home. She goes to the police, she gets a restraining order. How effective you think this? You think that very effective? Because you hear stories where women who had restraining orders are still murdered.
I recently looked at a video with a woman from Lupino who got a restraining order, moved out of the area from the man, and he found her and chopped her. But she didn't die. Luckily, she lost an arm, she lost fingers, but she didn't die, and he ended up killing himself. But I don't think the restraining order does anything. It's just a piece of paper.
So, what has happened? What we have to from primary school we condition the male Trinidadian.
And
in terms of, you know, like my problem is that how can a man who, especially those who were raised by a single mother, I mean, you grew up with mommy and
you know the hardship,
and then you become a man and you start to abuse women, you know, I mean, so what do you think is the solution? What has to be done?
I know some women want to fight for their relationship. They want to see things get better, and they choose to stay in hopes that things will get better. Some stay because of fear. But I think we should teach our women from a young age. There's a time to fly or take flight. So it's either you fight or you take flight. And I think the best way is to take flight. Leave the relationship.
What about the men? What about teaching our little boys or boys from childhood?
I think the way things are going now, we should have conversations with our young men from early.
From school, from primary school.
Early, yes. As early as possible.
And so, do you see female Calypsonians playing a role? You know, what role do you see the female Calypsonian?
I mean, they have been doing it. I mean, a lot of female Calypsonians have been singing against domestic violence for years. For years, even singing Francine, Catch a Runaway Dog, So they have been.
And that was a lot of years ago.
Yes.
Dying by Dignity was, I mean, like the anthem of, of that.
So, I mean, then there's you could talk, but people would still do what they want. People still do what they want.
You know, it's very sad. It's a sad reflection of our society.
Absolutely.
It is very sad. And apparently now, with this, all the restrictions, I think, of COVID, like it has gotten worse with people being locked down. Men seem to be becoming more vicious. I don't know. I am just a layman talking from looking and reading papers. Anyhow, let's talk about something
positive.
Positive. I've seen you on stage, and you always so fashionably attired.
Oh yeah.
You have a designer.
I have go-tos that are fabulous.
You have what?
Go-tos that are fabulous. Because of the type of songs that I sing, we always try to costume for the song. So you find, because a lot of them are more, how to put it, more topic based, you find that I go to Shalon Warner to capture whatever the topic of the song is anytime. So Shalon Warner would do the paintings on the outfit, depending on what I'm singing. I go to...
He's quite good.
Yes, he's fabulous. I go to Pendalas.
There is Carol.
Carol Mandela, yes.
Yeah.
I go to Dow. Dow would have done my costuming for Queens and Kings when I won in 2018.
Yes.
That would have done my costuming for that. So various people, and depends on what I'm singing. So you have the option to choose from.
I think it's a very positive fashion statement, and I think it's one that a lot of our young female Calypsonians could use you as a role model in terms of fashion deportment.
I can't take all the credit because my management team, my husband, he has a lot of the ideas, what he wants to see for the song, what he wants the performance to look like, stuff like that. The visual part of it, I have to credit that to him. So.
Well, Stacey, we're almost at the end of this podcast, and I must really thank you for coming in.
It's absolutely.
But before we finish, I would really like to wish you a happy birthday.
Oh.
You have a birthday coming up, right?
On
What day is it? Saturday, so what's your birthday?
I'm not sure. If left up to me, I just stay home and relax.
The pool?
I stay home and relax.
No pool?
No pool, no.
No maracas?
No. Tell you, I'm a homebody. I love to be home.
Pelham?
Maybe. That's if hubby doesn't have something up his sleeve. He always does.
I can imagine.
Yeah, he always does. So, but left up to me, I will be home. Or my mother's birthday is the same day, so I may go to my parents' house and maybe drop off a nice present and spend some time with her.
Me.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah, so that's usually my birthday celebration.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
And I wish you all success in the future.
Thank you very much.
I have been speaking to Staceys Hobbies, the 2018 National Calypso Queen and the Caribbean Calypso Queen. This is Pulse by Bloodline and iEnt. Ciao.
Ciao.